Hi, it's Jenny from Buggy Baby, and today we're reviewing the Joie Mytrax Pro. You can use this pushchair straight from birth up until your child reaches 22k, and if you want to, you can attach a compatible Joie car seat or any other brand of car seat if you purchase the correct adapters, and you can also attach a compatible Joie Carrycot. The Mytrax Pro differs from the normal Mytrax in that this is made from recycled bottles, and it also has a different bumper bar. It retails at £300, and what we're going to do today is get this out of the box, we'll build the pushchair, and then we can have a look at all of its features. We're taking a look at it in the shell grey colour, and as I said, this is made from recycled bottles, so it's part of a new range that they're doing with recycled bottles, which is really great to see, and I know it's going to be really popular with a lot of people who are conscious about what they are using. So if we can get this open, we can take a look inside. Here we go. So this is what you get inside of the box. So we can see here we've got our 4 wheels. We have got a bumper bar. This is the hood. Here's our frame with our seat unit already attached. We have got a cup holder, and it also comes with the rain cover. So what we need to do is pop our wheels on. So if we get the frame open up, we will start off with our rear wheels. And these are just going to slot into place just here. We're going to pop them in. There we go. And on the other side, pop that one in. And now for our front wheels, again, these are just going to slide into place. So we're going to match the hole up to the pin. They will click into place. Next up, we're going to get the hood on, and I can see here that we have got a zip going around the seat unit here, which is going to match up to the zip that I can see on our hood. And you can see on the frame we've got these 2 little parts where our hood is going to slide onto just here. So if we slide them on first, slide them into place. There we go, and then we'll be able to zip this up. So let's find the end of the zip. Here we go. So we've got that attached, and now we are going to just zip that up. There we go. All the way round. Brilliant. Okay, that is the hood attached. And now we're going to put the bumper bar on. So this is a pivoted bumper bar, which means that you're going to be able to just take one side off and remove it to the side so you can get your child in, so you don't have to take the whole bumper bar off. And this bumper bar and the covering that we've got on our handlebar is one of the differences between this and the original Mytrax, in that really it's just a different colour, it's a different material. So if we pop these on, you can see here we've got these little parts on the frame where this is going to slide into place. So they just pop on and make a little click so you know that it's secure. There we go. And then you have the cup holder. Where do we put that? I imagine that goes somewhere on the handlebar. Okay, so that is the hood on, the handlebar on. We've got all the wheels on. We are ready to go. So first off, I just want to say this is a really, really nice looking pushchair. It is so smart looking. In fact, as soon as I got it out of the box, I knew I was going to like this pushchair, because the Mytrax already is a great pushchair. And this, just having the added extra of it being recycled materials, it gives it another edge to the pushchair itself, and it looks great. The material is a very thick linen style material. It is incredibly padded, and the seat is really nice and tall, and it's nice and wide as well. So as this goes up to 22k, which is somewhere around 4 years of age, I can see that you are going to get plenty of room in this as your child reaches that upper age limit. It looks incredibly comfortable, And one of the things that the Mytrax has, along with the Lytrax as well actually, is it has a spring system inside of the seat unit here. And what that does for your child is if you're going over bumpy terrain, it will soak up some of those bumps and make it much more comfortable for your child. So this material looks really, really robust. It looks very high quality. It looks like a high-end pushchair, and I am very impressed by this. So you will see more and more the brands doing collections with recycled fabrics. So it is a thing that's really coming into fashion now. And there are other brands that are doing car seats and stuff like that as well. So as I said, you will see this around, and this is a really nice example of what can be done with recycled fabrics. So let's take a look at this in a little bit more detail. I can see here that we have got 3 different heights for our straps to be adjusted to. So as your child grows, you'll be able to take the straps out from the back of the seat and then re-thread it into whichever height it is that you need. So that's great. It's going to give loads of growing room for your child. Here we've got a 5-point harness, just a traditional 5-point harness. There's nothing particularly special about this or different. And all you would do is click on the middle part here, and that will undo the straps for you. And of course, if you wanted to, you can undo it again, take these parts off, and that's what's giving you the 5-point harness. Now to strap your child back up, you pop them back in, it gives a nice reassuring click, and your child is nice and safe again. You have got these chest pads here, which are matching material to the seat unit. They're not particularly padded at all, but they do look nice and attractive. And then we also have this part here to protect your child from the strap as well. You can adjust the leg rest, so there's 2 positions here, and underneath the material are 2 buttons which you'll be able to feel, and if you press them in, that will release it so that you can bring it down. This is going to be most suitable for your child as they get a bit older and their legs dangle over, and when they're smaller you might want to keep it up, or if they're napping you might want to have it up as well. We'll spin it round now. Let's have a look at the reclines. So this gives us 4 different positions to have the pushchair into. So actually, if we start off here, this is our upright position, and you can see here it sits nicely forward. So there's not really any recline to it at all when it's in its upright position, which is nice. And then to bring it down, we have this mechanism here, which we're going to pull up, and then it releases the seat. And then if you just let it drop, it will go into its next position. So this is position 2. This is going to put them on a slight recline. And again, press that in, let it drop. This is its 3rd position, so that's nearly on lie flat now. That's a really nice napping position to have your child in. And again, this is on its flattest position. So it's not completely lie flat, there's still a slight recline to it, but it's going to be plenty comfortable enough for your child to have a really nice nap in there. Now on its lie flat, we can see you've got loads of material on the side, which is going to make sure your baby's really nice and sheltered and cocooned in when they're taking a nap. And this is something I always really like to see on a pushchair, because I think it's much more comfortable for your child to feel cocooned in and have all of this side protection. So overall, a really great seat unit, really lovely material, and absolutely loads of space in there for your growing child. We'll take a look at the hood now, and this is an oversized hood that we have. So if I bring this down, you can see that it gives really nice coverage, and this is before we've even extended it. It gives lovely coverage, and it's got this little extra bit here which is going to help keep the sun out of your child's eyes. It's UPF 50+, so it's going to give sun protection to your child as well. And what you can do if you want to make it larger is just unzip here, and that will bring the hood further down still, all the way to the bumper bar, which is great. So if you're trying to get your child to sleep in the pushchair, this is going to give them some privacy and some shelter as well. Now the hood is in exactly the same material as our seat unit, this lovely thick linen material. It's really sturdy, it looks really well made and really high quality. I can see here we've got ventilation windows. So we've got a little part here. We have got one on the other side. Let's see if we've got any more here. Yeah, okay, so we've got one under here as well. So that ventilation is just going to help in the summer months to keep your child cooler. And let's see if we've got any more if we come down here. Yes, okay, so if you're on a lie flat position, you can also bring this material up and you've got more ventilation here as well. Moving on to the wheels, these are rubber foam filled tyres. So that means they are all-terrain tyres. They can be used for urban use, they can be used for your countryside walks, so they are suitable for really any terrain. The only thing that they won't be quite as good on is if you're on very, very rough terrain, so real off-road surfaces, you might want to go for a rubber air-filled tyre instead. But generally, you can use these on any terrain and they will give you a really nice smooth push on the pushchair. And obviously, because they're not air-filled, they won't require as much maintenance as well. Because they're made from rubber on the outside, they're going to give really nice grip even on smooth surfaces. And again, because they're rubber, when you go over any bumpy terrain, they're going to be able to easily maneuver over those bumps. As well as that, this pushchair has all-wheel suspension, so that's going to make it easier still to maneuver it over whatever terrain it is that you're on. So you get really great wheels on this, and it is lovely that it's going to be suitable for wherever you are. If we spin it round, let's take a look at the basket. So we've got a decent sized basket here. We've got nice high sides. I can see that we're easily going to be able to get a changing bag in there, perhaps a coat. It's got plenty of space. Might not get much shopping in there, but you certainly get a bag or two. And onto the brake. The brake is not quite a traditional brake in that you don't have to push it back up with your foot when you're unlocking it. So what you're going to do to lock it is just use your foot, push it down. That locks our wheels. And to unlock it, you just push your foot down on it again. And that unlocks the wheels for you. So it's really nice and easy to use. With the Mytrax, the handlebar is actually adjustable. And it's a really nice find when you have a pushchair with an adjustable handlebar, because what it's going to mean is no matter how tall or short you are, you're going to be able to find a comfortable position to push the pushchair in. And if your partner is smaller or taller than you, it's not going to matter, because again, they can just adjust it to suit them accordingly. So here on the handlebar, we've got these mechanisms here on both sides, and what you're going to do is pull them up, and that will bring the handlebar all the way up. This goes really high. Now, I am quite short, and this would be too high for me really to push. So it really is going to be suitable if you are tall. And to move it down, you use the same mechanism. So you push them up, and then that will bring the handlebar back down for you. That is really nice. Now, the handlebar is made again with this leatherette material. It looks really high-end and luxurious, and it's really nice and comfortable to push. It maneuvers so nicely. It's really smooth. You can easily push this one-handed with no problems at all. Now, it's got a little bit of weight to it, the pushchair. I think it's about 10.7, so about average. You can find some slightly lighter, but it doesn't feel heavy to push at all. But what it does feel is really, really sturdy. Again, it just feels really nicely made and high-end. So I'm loving the push on that. I can see that you're not going to have any problems at all wheeling this around. Say you've got a bag in one hand or you're holding your older child's hand. It's going to be absolutely lovely for you. You have got on this pushchair a one-handed fold. Now, if you've seen a Mytrax or a Mytrax before, you'll probably already be familiar with the fold. And you fold the pushchair by going to the strap and the button on the seat unit. So if you can see here, we've got a button and a strap, and what you're going to do is using your thumb, push down on the button, and at the same time with the rest of your hand, pull on this strap. So push it down, put it up. You can see there how easy it is to fold. Folded it, you'll see here we've got this clip which goes into place, and that will hold the frame together. Now, it is a good size fold. Definitely going to be able to get this in most car boots without any problem, I would have thought. And as I said, it's about, I said 10.7, it's somewhere around 10.5, 10.7, the weight of the pushchair. So once folded, it has got a little bit of weight to it if you were to lift it, but it's definitely not too heavy to get that in and out of a boot. And it feels lovely. So to undo it, we're just gonna undo this clasp, get the handlebar, bring it back up, and it just clicks back into place. So that's all the features of the Mytrax Pro. Hopefully this has given you a really good overview of what it does. And what I can say is it is very, very smart looking and looks of really, really high quality pushchair. It's lovely to have an extendable handle, always good to have that. And at £300, I do think it's really good value, and it really gives you everything you could need in a pushchair. As I said earlier, you can attach a compatible car seat, be that a Joie one or another brand, in which case you'd need to make sure you buy the correct adapters. And you can also attach a Joie Carrycot. And what you can do with the Mytrax that you can't do with the Lytrax is you can actually unzip and remove all of the fabric on the seat unit, so that you don't have to have the seat unit on there at all. And then you can just, it will keep the frame of the seat unit, just takes the fabrics off, and then you can pop your car seat on with the adapters, which you would put onto here when you remove the bumper bar. So another great product from Joie. I mean, we do like a Joie product here. They're generally very well made and really well designed and easy to use, and this is no exception. So if you want any more information, you can go on to buggybaby.co.uk. If you've got any questions, please do leave them in the comments, and thank you for watching.